it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. It's Super Fan Friday. How's everyone doing? It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Yes, it
Sensei,
has, man.
how are we
I'm
doing?
doing lovely, bro. It's lovely to have
Yeah,
you here. Of course, bro. It's been so
yeah.
hectic lately, man. We haven't been.
I miss being here, man.
It's been
It's been so busy.
it's been
It's been so busy,
insane.
man.
There's been
But it feels good to be
there's been
back, man.
so much news and just shows and movies and everything kind of going on lately. So it's definitely a vibe to have you here to be able to just kind of nerd out a little bit on this Super Fam Friday about a couple of things. And then just, as well for the Super Fam. I know the Super Fam and the Bro Ventures alike have missed you very much so here.
I know, man. It's been a ride this past 6 months, man. Definitely didn't know what to expect going in, back in August. Here we are, though. The end of that journey, or at least to say halfway end of the journey. But man, it is good to be back. Like you said, we do have a lot to talk about, man. I'm excited.
It's a lot to talk about. So let's jump in with chat a little bit here, see what everybody's talking about. Darkhold Edits, aka Dr. Vince. Honey, wake up. He's almost live. Yeah, we're here. What's up with it? What's up with it? Doc, how you doing, G? And you were here before we were even live, so that's dedication right there. Let's see. Oh, we got Pina Colada here. Ooh, Battery. Welcome back, Battery, Mike Davis says. Yes. It's awesome to have Battery here, isn't it? I'm so happy all of the Super Fam and Bro Vengers alike are in here at this moment, chilling with us, vibing. Let us know how you guys are doing on this lovely Super Fam Friday. It's been an amazing week for news and just kind of for everything going on. It's been a definite crazy week. Well, we got Remy in here too. What's up with it? How's everybody doing?
How's it going?
It's vibey. It's been a crazy week. I'm not gonna lie, man. From this to that, I don't even know really where to begin. Let's see. Okay, so I know you love The Witcher. So have you heard about The Witcher news? Did you hear about
did.
this?
I saw that. I saw the announcement. And I vividly, I was like, I can't say what I want to say because it was like student things, but like, I was like, what the F? What does that even mean? Like, why? Like, what's going on here? And like, it doesn't make sense to me. However, from digging into it, it seems like the writers and the directors didn't want to go the direction of the original source material, which Henry Cavill is very heavily behind. And he was like, all right, I ain't gonna be a part of this if you guys aren't gonna follow source material.
Yeah, we talked about that
apparently
heavily on Monday. Is that, and then as well, I believe, I may have been mistaken, but I believe the official thing that was come out, because it was that he had an option of what suit to keep wearing, and he chose to wear the Superman suit instead, and that was kind of like.
I'm sure that was probably part of that.
That was kind of like
too,
the main thing that was going on there. So it was, I'm not surprised, but I am surprised at the same time, just because of like. And also with the source material thing, we know that Henry Cavill has been like very vocal about that. Like, he likes the video games, he likes the books. You know what I mean? He's a nerd. He's a nerd for sure. So he's like, yo, let's stay as close to the source material as possible. And that even spills over into his role as being Superman within like Man of Steel. Like, you know what I mean? He actually wasn't a big fan of like any of the stuff that Snyder was doing, and he actually wanted to go a different direction with it. And he was against the Snyder cut being released. He wanted the Joss Whedon cut to stay it. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of instances where we see Henry Cavill has taken some stances to try to keep stuff at least semi close to the source material that it's inspired by. And it's just it's crazy to see that. And not only is Henry Cavill not going to be The Witcher anymore, but he's going to be replaced by Liam freaking Hemsworth. Like, no shade.
My guy better freaking gain at least 80 pounds. My guy is a little light. Right?
Yeah,
to go to Henry Cavill. to go to him, like, yo, my guy is light work
You're
compared to
not
Henry
lying
Cavill.
though.
Like,
Going from Henry to Liam is a big
I mean,
difference.
I could be wrong. I mean, just going back to the movies that I've seen Liam in, he has
Yeah, the
not.
three
I
movies
haven't
he's
seen
been in.
him
No, I'm
look.
just playing.
No, he really hasn't been in a whole
Not
lot.
really.
Um, the most recent movie that I saw with him in it was The Most Dangerous Game, and it was actually originally shorts, because it was a part of, what was that streaming service where that was a bunch of shorts.
Oh, Quibi.
I can't think of the name. Yeah, it was originally a movie made of shorts
Okay.
that was there. But when that obviously died, they actually put it on. Where did I see it? Was it Amazon?
Hmm.
I think it was Amazon that I found it. But it was the whole movie, and I watched it, and it was actually
Oh
really good.
yeah.
That was the last thing I saw him in. That was it.
I think he.
But again, my guy's looking small.
Yeah, he's
So
definitely not. What's it called? He's not the person I would have like thought of in my brain to be like, oh yeah, to
yeah,
replace Henry Cavill. Like, bro, what? That's just
we'll have to
insane.
see.
There.
Maybe
I
it'll surprise
think
us.
Boss Logic had did. Yeah, here it is. Okay, I was looking for it. Boss Logic had did a mock up of what. Oh no, this is Thor. Wait, hold on. This is Chris Hemsworth. He had did a mock up of what Liam Hemsworth might look like as the Witcher, and it actually looked pretty
Okay.
bussin'. If I can,
I think I know what
it.
picture you're talking about.
I just found one
Um,
that he did, but it wasn't him.
'cause I s-
It was freaking. It wasn't Liam. It was Chris Hemsworth, and I was like, what the fuck?
yeah,
Hold on. Where's it at?
because I saw a pic the other day. I wasn't sure if it. I think thinking about it, it probably was Boss Logic that shared that picture that I'm thinking of, but I don't know for sure.
I don't know why I can't find it. That's interesting.
But
Let me see.
shoot,
Liam Hemsworth.
Netflix is probably like, take this.
Our stuff's not going to look nearly as dope as this looks. Like.
Remove this. It is a detriment to our IP.
Bro, I can't believe it. I mean,
I was.
I was definitely shook too. I was like, so we get back Superman and lose the Witcher? I don't think this is what anyone wanted.
That's like half. That's like if Marvel went with Robert Downey as Iron Man for like the first movie, and then first and second movie, and then replaced him with someone else,
facts.
thinking that it might be a good idea. Like, I don't know.
Well,
Like Henry
I mean,
Cavill solidified himself as the Witcher.
It's not the same on that same level, only because The Witcher is a show and not a movie, which I know is like
That's
very. I mean, I'm not trying to say it like so that makes it any less, of course, but I mean like versus like Iron Man 1 and 2 are like pivotal movies. Like I think it's more like if they recasted Superman right now, like if they put a different Superman instead of Henry Cavill into it. That would have caused a lot of ruckus, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Anyone that they would have chose, could you imagine Liam Hemsworth being our new Superman? That would have been insane.
He would have had a lot to uphold. Because let me say, Henry Cavill, he's put up a high standard here. He really has.
That guy is crazy.
So is Zack Snyder. The way he's held himself the way he held himself in Man of Steel was incredible. That movie, right, to me, is definitely one of my top superhero movies to date.
Something that I've been talking about recently on the show is just the difference between like comic book movies and superhero movies, right? It's like there is a difference. Like when we're looking at Man of Steel, that is a superhero movie. It's not a comic book movie because it's like that's not how Superman. That's not comic book Superman, basically. My guy is a complete like comic book Superman is like a goody boy. Like he's a completely different character than the Superman that we see in Man of Steel, and that's a big reason why it's called Man of Steel and it's not called Superman. You know what I mean? Like it's not called Superman Man of Steel. It's called Man of Steel for a reason. And with that, and with like all the other news that we're going to get into as well when it comes to Superman. It's dope to see where that's going to be going into the future, like all the way. Real quick, Pina Colada says, you know who I miss? Demonic and Andre. Man, I miss the bros as well. I have not seen Demonic and Andre in a fat minute. It was even before, I had took the little break to start doing the
Mhm.
esports org stuff. It's been a little minute since we've seen Demonic and Andre, so we're gonna
Mhm.
have to check up on both of the bros. I think Demonic had just said something in the Discord the other day. He's hit and miss, but Andre is usually always somewhere. So
Yeah.
we definitely got to check on the bros and see what's going on there. Remy says I missed them too. Marie Sue, what's up with it? And she says, "Howdy, folks. How you doing?
How's it going,
How
Mary
you
Stu?
doing?" So battery. We actually found out that it's not Mary Sue. It's Marie Sue. So we've been saying, yeah,
Mauricio?
we've been saying her name wrong
Dang.
this whole time. I,
Dang. I
I felt so
apologize.
played too.
I
I
apologize.
was like, oh no, why didn't you ever tell us different? Yeah,
Mauricio.
yeah.
Okay,
So
I
it's gonna
got you.
take a little bit to get into the flow of it, but yeah, it's Marie Sue. So what's up with it, Marie Sue? I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. She says, speaking of Superman, I think Superman and Lois is on the chopping block thanks to Henry Cavill. We can't have it all, I guess. So the thing that to just bunker in on this, something that I saw from Mike Beasley, one of the quote unquote insiders that we've kind of been talking about, that's been right about a lot of stuff that we've been talking about on the show, right? So what
Mhm.
he has came out and said is that basically everything CW related is on the chopping block, right? So basically, like Superman and Lois, even Titans, Supergirl, all of the Arrowverse stuff, all of that is going on the chopping block, and DC Studios is going to start trying to go into a different direction that is having all of their movies and shows actually be part of the same DC universe. Instead of having a bunch of different things everywhere. So that includes Doom
Mhm.
Patrol. I think I already said Titans as well. Like everything's most new season that's coming out is going to be the last season of it, and then they're going to get rebooted. And that goes into the things that kind of we talked about on Monday, I believe, on our
Mhm.
pop culture news flash with the whole, because we were talking about Titans possibly getting their own movie, and DC's basically their new phase one that they're going to be going into, which is all freaking
Yeah.
crazy. Andre became mod, then
Okay.
vanished
Okay.
off the face of the earth. Hey, yeah, that's facts. Pina Colada says, you've been saying my name wrong too? Yeah, okay, Pina Colada. Get up out of here, man. It's Pina, the god of everything, Colada. Okay, G, get up out of here. Macy says, I have social anxiety about correcting people. It's my bad. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. Hey, as long as we're
It's all
saying
good.
your
It's
name
all
right, Marie Sue. Marie Sue. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I hope they don't cancel Superman and Lois. That show is so good so far. Yeah, Superman and Lois is
you,
freaking
you
peak,
know,
bro.
I didn't watch it
It's
still, but
peak.
I saw a number of different clips from the show, and it's intense, and so I probably should start
Yeah,
checking that out when I have a chance
some of the
because
best.
some of the
Like I think
some of the sequences I've seen look
I
incredible.
honestly think that Superman and Lois is the best live action Superman that we've like ever got. Like in realist, like
Yeah.
Superman, like comic book Superman type of vibes, like all the way. Like holy shit, this is like us. This is
Hmm.
Superman. Yeah, I think he like him as well as Smallville. You know what I mean? But we never got
Yeah.
to see Smallville really be Superman. We got to see him be Clark Kent the whole time. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
I think though that Superman and Lois Superman dude. Oh, I think he does an excellent job, and literally season after season of that show and episode
Hmm.
after episode, you just see so much of Superman trying to really be Clark Kent while being like the balance of Clark Kent and Superman, which is one of the things that I think has never been properly portrayed from anything that
Hmm.
we've ever got pertaining to Superman other than Superman and Lois, right? Is Superman is a character that's very similar to Spider-Man. And the fact of his persona and his superhero lives like get in like constant conflict with each other. Holding
Hmm.
upholding that secret identity and being a normal person is literally like half of what Superman's character is all about. And it just really sucks
Yeah.
when we haven't seen that yet. And it's like, bro, this is everything that it's like not having a good Batman movie where he's a detective until like the recent one that we had, right? Like he's
Yep.
never been portrayed as a detective. So it's like, bro, these are wonderful movies, but they're not necessarily comic book movies. They're just like directors portrayal of how they see this
Hmm.
character versus actually trying to bring that comic book character to life. I mean, in the MCU itself,
Yeah.
right? We have a lot of like there's superhero movies and comic book movies. So it's just yeah, it's just I hope DC now is going to be able to get a better you know, a
Yep.
better grasp on things. And since we're talking about DC, bro, how are you feeling about James Gunn being the new not the CEO, but you know what I mean? That he's the Kevin Feige of DC now. And
Hmm.
then it's not DC
You
extended
know,
universe anymore. It's only the DC universe, and it's also now DC Studios. So how do you feel about him being the runner of DC Studios in the DCU?
I mean, I think it's a good move. I mean, we love Suicide Squad. We loved Peacemaker.
Mm.
Um, I think what he could do is pretty good. You know, maybe I would like to see. I hope not all everything has like the comedy that that we
Mm.
see. I definitely want to see some more serious stuff and not just like not the comedy type stuff we've gotten with Peacemaker or um,
Guardians or the Suicide Squad.
Guardians or Suicide Squad. Not that there's bad movies
Yeah.
by any means. I just want to see stuff without as much comedy being shoved in our face. You know what I mean? And this is something we've talked about for like with Marvel as well, and just movies in general.
Mm.
Um, but I think this is a good move. I think it's a good move on their part to have someone to really kind of take the helm and move them in the right direction. Hopefully they take their time and to get everything settled and really develop characters and get us to really uh, care about characters and the storylines that we're going to be getting in due time. Um, Makes me excited.
No, I think I agree a lot with it with your statements that you said though, because I'm really that's one thing that I'm super nervous about too. Like I don't
Yeah,
want a
the
super
comedy.
jokey type of thing. Like, but I do like I don't want it to be super jokey, but I do want it to be a little bit more lighthearted, right? Like I feel like the
Yeah.
DC universe up until now has just been like super dark and not really I don't know. Like DC has always had darker tones in their stories, but they've still always been a very vibrant and lighthearted
Hmm.
in the way that they could be, right? Like when it's lighthearted, it's super lighthearted, but when things get heavy, it's like, oh, it's gonna weigh you down a little bit, right? And I just kind of
Yeah.
want to see a little bit more of adaptation towards the comic books. Keep the kind of tone that they have with it being that darker thing, because that's something that we've talked about
Yeah.
extensively. Like the MCU has the whole kid-friendly, lighthearted type of vibe down packed, so they do need to go
Yeah.
somewhere a little bit darker. Like, and I think even Black Adam proves that, right? Like they are successful with going into that darker realm. Um,
Yeah.
and it's like, if they could do that, like with a lot more of the things that they have, it would be freaking just, it would just be amazing. But, and I think if anyone
I
could
agree.
do it, it's
I
James
agree.
Gunn, to be honest. Like,
Yep.
because as we know, James Gunn is a nerd,
I don't think
right?
there's anyone
Like,
else.
he's a nerd like we are.
Yeah.
So, like the next thing that I could see that would be better than this if it was James Gunn and Zack Snyder working together, right? Because that right there, I think that would be peak, just peak period. Because you
I was
you
gonna
have
say.
everything covered.
I was like, there's no one else in the industry that we could probably think of that would be able to take on the help besides Zack Snyder.
Mm-hmm.
And if they could work together, that might be even an even better situation. And who knows? Maybe that's the case. I know Snyder is busy with Netflix and doing all his thing with Netflix, so I'm really excited to see how that works
Yeah,
out. Um, but who knows? Maybe in the future we'll definitely see maybe Snyder come back after the fans kind of or after the um, fans got to see the Snyder cut, and I think hopefully WB kind of learned from that and was like, you know what, might not be a bad idea to have him come back for something,
yeah,
and so hopefully that's the case.
yeah. That's facts. I agree. I agree. But I'm not. I don't want Snyder to take over everything. Uh,
Oh yeah, no, I don't think that
he
probably
has
is
to
the
have
move.
someone with him because his
Yeah.
view on everything is always going to be from his perspective. You know what I mean? It's not going to ever be. Uh,
Hmm.
I mean, this like Snyder's Justice League was amazing, right? But as amazing as it was still like, man, I don't know where the hell we go from here, right? Like, you don't
Hmm.
there to me there isn't a universe after Zack Snyder's Justice League, right? Like it's over. That's
Yeah.
kind of the end. That's if Endgame had an Endgame type of vibes. Like the stakes were
Hmm.
so high in that movie, and even when the movie ended, I'm pretty sure the world was like over. Like Batman and Joker and all this stuff that was going on, like that was an apocalypse ridden like place.
Hmm.
Like that was not still a good thing to go on. So it'll just be really interesting to see what goes forward. And like like Mike Beasy and like we were talking about earlier, the next Superman movie is supposed to be Dawn of Hope, if I'm not mistaken, and
Hmm.
we're supposed to be looking at Brainiac possibly being the main
Yeah.
villain, and then Cyborg would kind of get taken over by Brainiac, and then we would see like Brainiac and Superman kind of not well, Brainiac and Superman go at it, but it would be like Cyborg and Superman fighting, which all sounds really dope. And it's supposed to be taken on like a more lighthearted tone and stuff like that as well. And I mean, even if you look at the Superman that we got at the end of, you know what I mean? If we look at Henry Cavill's cameo in Black Adam, and
Hmm.
I don't feel like that's spoilery. Like we know, like I mean, The Rock
Yeah.
himself has been talking about that happening forever. So when we see
Hmm.
him, he looks exactly like the Superman that we want, right? Like he has the swoop.
Yeah.
Like when he comes in, the S on the chest, like the whole vibe was just it was like this is what we want as Superman.
It was
So
good,
it's gonna
bro.
be really interesting to see what type of universes we're going to be going into. Um, One thing that may happen is through Flashpoint, we might see a lot of different character development take place for
Yep.
for Henry Cavill's
When's
Superman.
when's it supposed to come out? Is it still the same date?
Yes, I believe it's the same date.
What was it late this year? No, it's not. There's no way. Or was
June
it next year
23rd,
late?
2023. Yeah,
Okay.
so it's next year because we were supposed to have
Hmm.
Shazam this year as well, but that got pushed back,
Oh yeah,
and then we're gonna have something else
that's
happening
very
there.
true.
Um, Shazam movie looks pretty weird too. I'm not gonna lie. That trailer for it that was in front of Black Adam, I
I
believe.
didn't know how I
It was
felt
like,
about it.
is
I
there a
wasn't sure.
freaking dragon? Like, what the hell is happening here?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that movie is going to be one of those movies where we're going to see a lot of political stuff shoved in our face.
Oh, okay.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I see what you're
I'm
saying.
getting that vibe, and then I feel like because I liked the first
Hmm.
one, I did. I thought the balance between like what they were trying to tell us, story wise, the comedy, was
Yeah.
balanced, the action was cool, everything was pretty balanced. With this one, I don't know. They might overdo it in some of those sections there. That might make it difficult for me to like
Mm,
the movie. Um, but I don't know. I think it's a little too early. Maybe another trailer might help. Um, I don't know. It just felt weird for me. But on a side note, I have to because you saw Black Adam in IMAX, right?
yes.
Or
Yeah, I
4K.
saw it, and yeah, we saw it in IMAX.
Okay, so I saw it in 40X. Just a side note, a little warning for anyone. Me and Hannah almost got thrown off our chairs, like genuinely. Like it was literally like at one point I thought Hannah flew off the chair because the shaking didn't stop. It was like it was like they put us in a chamber and threw us across the football field, and we were just going and going and going. It didn't stop.
Damn.
Like, it was crazy, bro. Like I'd have to watch it in IMAX or in the standard
Yeah.
format, not shaking because it was
Nah,
insane.
seeing it in IMAX
I
would be
literally
pretty
felt
incredible,
I was in a four by four vehicle going down a mountain
though.
watching that movie. That's what that experience was like.
Darkload
Um,
says, "Should I
but
boost your Discord server or should I just get your membership? You definitely should become a Brovenger, bro. You already know, man. You can become a Brovenger today. Don't act like you don't know what the vibes are. If you guys aren't aware, to become a Brovenger, memberships are always active. And when you do become a member of our YouTube channel, not only do you get access to member-only badges, channel emojis, and other special perks, but you also help us protect all that is nerdy and awesome by becoming a Brovenger. So yes, I think you should become a Brovenger and just,
Oh yeah.
join back in the fight to protect all awesome and nerdy. You already know what the vibes are. Facts. Giving Superman teenagers was a genius move. Yes, I agree completely. Guard, it's hard to put DCU instead of DCUU in my edits. Oh man, that sucks, Darkhold. I feel you though.
Honestly, I kind of like DCEU better though. Like just the title.
Yeah,
But
I mean I
we
like that
were.
too because extended universe and that just it
Mhm,
encompasses everything that they do. But if they're like cutting all their other shows out, you know what I mean? Like if they're cutting out
mhm,
all the CW stuff, all the DC universe app stuff, because that's really what that is, right? Like the Titans and the Doom
mhm,
Patrols and all that stuff is still DC universe. It's not technically DCEU or whatever. I don't know what you even want to call it. So unless they were
mhm.
trying to bring all of those universes together, you know what I mean, and be like, okay, so these are all connected in one universe, which they kind of did do with
Yeah.
having the Flash crossover into the Flash. Um, but if they want to go for a more cohesive like type of thing, man, I definitely do feel that
Mhm,
changing it to DCU, so it's just the DC universe, is definitely
yeah.
the vibe, right? Because like MCU is MCU because it's Marvel Cinematic Universe, right? But DC, the C is already
Mhm,
there in the name, so it really is
mhm,
just the DC universe, which is everything that that is like captured within that. You know what I mean? So I am there
mhm.
for it, and I really hope that we see the Flash actually have a big role to take with that. But then again, we're not gonna really see the effects of having
Yeah.
James Gunn as the lead now. Like it's not like he's gonna just announce stuff right now. That you know what I mean. So which
Yeah.
sucks, but we're gonna see that eventually.
Mhm.
But to continue
Okay.
with some more DC news, to be honest, we got Kristen Milioti being cast as Sophia Falcone in the Batman series. I mean, the Penguin series that we're getting on HBO Max.
Okay. Okay.
So this is definitely a
Trying to
vibe.
think. What do I know this person from?
Well, let's check out the
I've seen.
article. Let's see what.
I know this Christine.
Let's see what this says here. Here we go.
Oh, she's in Palm Springs. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know who she is.
Yeah, yeah.
She's Wolf of Wall Street, Black Mirror,
Mm-hmm.
Birds of Prey. Oh, she's in Mythic Quest.
So Melody will play Sophia Falcone, daughter of Carmine Falcone, who was played by John Turturro in the film. Sophia is fighting with the Penguin for control of the city. Ooh, the character was prominent on the Fox series Gotham, where Sophia was played by Crystal Reed. The Penguin is executive produced by Reeves, Dylan Clark, Farrell, Lauren LaFranc, who
Hmm.
writes and serves as showrunner, and Craig Sobel, who directs the first two episodes. So based on characters created for DC by Rob Kane with Bill Finger. The Penguin is produced by Reeves Sixth and Idaho Productions and Dylan Clark Productions in association with Warner Bros. Television, where Reeves and Sixth Idaho are under an overall deal. Oh, okay. Palm Springs star Melody plays the female lead in Peacock's thriller. Oh, in Peacock's thriller
Wait.
series The
Oh, okay.
Result, which is waiting a season 2
I was
renewal
like,
decision. She is repped by UTA. And I was like, what the hell? What are we talking about?
Peacock. When did this
But
happen?
yeah, so she's also in The Resort. I think we've heard about The Resort before. I don't think we ever looked into it too much.
I don't think we've checked
Yeah,
it out, but I know that's something that I think we have
it
talked
definitely
about
came
before.
across our desk.
Just hadn't watched it. Yeah.
Definitely came across the
Okay.
desk. But yeah, man, I mean, the Penguin series definitely seems like it's going to be a dub, right? Like, and I believe that series was going to be the Gotham PD series, but once the movie came out, they changed it to being a Penguin lead series
Yep.
about just who's going to
Penguin.
be the, the top dog in Gotham, basically, which I think is like a huge dub and a huge change because one of my
Hmm.
questions was like, how are they going to do this? Because that is literally what the Gotham show is about. Like, it's literally like the
Yeah.
Gotham show is literally about the police department. Bruce Wayne and Commissioner Gordon are the the main characters in that. But I think this is a
Hmm.
W change to the story and everything. And I think having Krista Milotti
Yep.
be in there as one of the leads is gonna definitely help out what's going on in the show because I really can't wait to see how all of the villains kind of interact and act with each other. And it will be
Hmm.
interesting to see if they take the Batman in some interesting new direction with everything that's happening at DC,
Yeah.
Like what is going to be the plan for this if they're trying to reboot everything and all this different stuff?
Hmm.
Do you think we could see a possible like kind of retcon of the Batman and see that being entered into the DCU somehow, some way?
I don't know. If anything, maybe in two they incorporate it with the DC universe, with the DC
Mm,
universe. But I don't know if they're willing to retcon because I mean, for, like it was a successful movie, right? Like looking back, like it did pretty well.
yeah,
Like I
it
don't
did
think
pretty well.
like if it did bad, maybe retcon might be the move. But because of how popular and what everyone thought of the movie, I think we could possibly see a possible integration. Um,
Mm,
but with that said, I don't know where they're going with the story. I mean, we kind of talked about it when the movie came out. It's been a minute since I've watched it, so I would need a definite
yeah.
refresher. Uh, but I definitely could see them kind of come together for sure. I think I honestly would prefer
Yeah, I think
it,
I would prefer it.
but
I think the Batman
I don't know.
like
I think it just depends.
I think Robert Pattinson Reeves Batman and Robert Pattinson Batman. I just feel like he just feels so much like the Batman from like a comic book. You know what I mean? Like or like the Batman
Yeah.
from even the animated movies that they have that are like that have the Batman in
Hmm.
it. Like he kind of feels like he could grow up into being that. As to where all the other
Hmm.
Batmans never really felt like that. I think like Dark Knight falls into like the superhero movie, not a comic book movie, right? Like that type of conversation we were
Yeah.
having. And a lot of almost every DC movie, to be honest, kind of falls into that superhero movie, not a comic book movie. I think Shazam, the first one, might really be the like a good exception to being a comic book movie rather than being like a superhero movie. Just because of like the overall
Hmm.
tone and vibe of that movie, it just felt like I was like, okay, yeah. I think we've even talked about that having like Shazam, like the tone of Shazam, kind of being a little bit more where DC just kind of sits comfortably because that movie was dark as hell.
Hmm.
But on the same note, it was also very like I don't even know. It was just very vibrant or
Yeah.
ki-
Kiddish
kiddish
almost.
almost at the same time. And that's kind of where comic books, almost all comic books, lie. Right? Is like in that
Hmm.
in that safe place of whimsical and dark, I guess. Right? um, Yo, Sensei, what's up with the Mad Max? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Hope everyone is having a great Friday. I hope you're having a great Friday as well. Mad Max, let us know how you're doing. Gee, love to see you in the chat. Um, but yeah, bro, I am all the way here for it, but it's just along the lines of where is DC gonna go from here? We get so many
Yeah.
announcements at the same time. It's like, oh yeah, this is canceled, but this is renewed, and we're getting actors and stuff for this. Oh yeah, and don't forget we got Henry Cavill. Oh yeah,
Hmm.
and now we got James Gunn running things. It's like, bro, what the hell is going on over there, bro?
Yeah.
We all
New revelation after revelation.
yes, bro. And it's like they need to just kind of take a chill pill or take a deep breath or do a combination of the two
Mm.
because it's like, man, I'm confused. I am confusion.
I feel that, man. I feel that for
Mad
sure.
Max says, facts, you hit the nail on the head. Most DC movies are superhero movies and not really comic book movies. Yeah, 100%. 100%. And it's just weird. It's weird to me. But going from, I guess we can switch gears off of DC now, because that's like kind of all the stuff that we have to talk about when it comes to DC. Um, let's see. So here we go. These two are kind of hand in hand. Did you hear the
Okay.
announcement about Vision Quest? Like happening. Vision Quest.
I saw. Is it supposed to follow White Vision?
Yes.
Okay, so I saw the initial post that we had
Mm-hmm.
made about it, but I don't know a whole lot of what's they're going
Oh,
for
okay.
with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Vision Quest, like you kind of said as well, is going to be focused on White Vision, uh, and we have an article here from Deadline that'll kind of give us a little bit more
Hmm.
insight into what we're going to be looking for here. Let's see. Let's hit that one with let's do it like this. Yeah, let's do it like that. Okay, so a second WandaVision spinoff series focusing on Paul Bettany's Vision is in the works at Marvel Studios for Disney Plus, titled Vision Quest. The potential series, which is opening a writer's room next week, will be about the Vision, Bettany, trying to regain his memory and humanity. While the focus is on Vision, word is there is a possibility for Wanda Maximoff to appear, which would make sense given how interconnected the two characters' stories are in the MCU. Like with the other WandaVision spinoff, that the green-lighted series Agatha Coven of Chaos, it's not called House of Harkness anymore, headlined by
Oh, okay.
Catherine Hahn. Vision Quest is overseen by WandaVision creator, writer, and executive producer Jack Schaefer. Uh, Reps for Marvel Studios and the other one, everybody declined to make a comment on that. The new spinoff is being unofficially referred to by some as the White Vision Project after the most recent on-screen version of the character introduced at the end of episode 8 of WandaVision, White Vision was created by Sword by rebuilding and reactivating Vision's body and sent on a mission to destroy Wanda and her conditional vision. The two visions had an epic showdown in the final ninth episode of WandaVision. What? Of WandaVision? Oh, Conditional Vision scanned the memories of White Vision, which jogged through all of the regular Vision's moments in the MCU up to Thanos destroying him. In a moment of clarity, White Vision declared, I am Vision, swooped up to the sky, and disappeared, setting off the potential spinoff. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it. So, and then even this part, the swoop up into the sky for a potential spinoff, we were kind of talking about that on Monday,
Hmm.
and how even those acts, what the heck? Even those acts in itself was like a comic book. Like having him just go up
Yeah.
into the air and just fly off, and then we see him again in his own project. That's super comic booky right there, all the way. So, how do you feel about this White Vision project, and is it something that you expected? I don't think we expected this. I think we kind of thought he was
I
gonna
didn't
show
expect the
up in
show.
another show at
That's
some
for
point,
sure.
and we.
Um, I don't know. That was one of the things that I think we talked about when we were watching WandaVision. Is like I don't think we had an idea as to where White Vision would come into
Mhm.
play. Um, but this is a surprising twist. Him getting his own show.
Mhm.
And hey, I'm if they can do like obviously WandaVision had its
Yeah,
flaws, you
100.
know, but overall I think we enjoyed the show in the sense of like how they did the
Oh yeah.
storytelling, how they utilized the different story plots and the different Easter eggs that we've kind of seen, kind of put and plugged in throughout WandaVision,
The build up with
with the
Monica.
teases and the build up. Yeah, I think all that stuff was really cool. I think that's hopefully maybe they continue that in a little more fast way because again, WandaVision did get plagued by like just felt like filler after filler after filler episode type
Mhm.
of thing. but still had substance. It was weird.
It was definitely
like
weird.
like now we say let's hope it doesn't get one
Yeah.
division. No, so like hopefully this show doesn't get one.
Yeah, that's very true. I can definitely understand what you're saying by that. But I mean, also something to just keep in mind with that is we did come off of a hiatus of not having anything Marvel with that. So WandaVision maybe shouldn't have been the first thing that they put out to bring us back. I don't know what they could have. But we kind of had this. We've had this conversation as of like, man, if they would have put out Loki first, though, we would have liked WandaVision even less. And then if they would have put out anything, like if they would have changed the way that they put it out, I don't think it would have been. We would have been as responsive to it, unless maybe we got Falcon and the Winter Soldier first. That might have got us a little bit hype in a way because that was a really good show, and it did set the tone for a lot of stuff. It just fell flat in so many other ways, but that was kind of the just consensus, I guess you could say, of every Disney Plus show that we got at first, right? Like at least all of the ones that we've had within the Phase 4 era, even including WandaVision, Moon Knight, all of them, they all had their ups, but they all had crazy amount of downs that I don't think any of us in the fandom were really expecting to be there.
Yeah.
I think we really did expect a certain movie quality to kind of to also relay over into the television shows, but it really didn't do that for some reason. So it'll be really interesting to see what's gonna happen and go on within the future of these Disney Plus shows now that they have a semi better grasp of how things need to be handled, and they have a better way of placing their feet on the ground. I think it is safe to say that the shows did get progressively better on Disney Plus as well.
Yep.
Because by the time we got to Loki and then Moon Knight and then even Hawkeye was pretty good because it had us on the edge of our seat week after week. It was just like it never paid off, which was the thing that really sucked.
That's been the only plague is the finales that we've kind of gotten. Now I haven't seen the finale for She-Hulk. I'm still working. I've seen and I haven't seen Wolf by Night yet either.
You haven't seen Werewolf by Night? Oh my god, bro!
I'm not.
Werewolf by my god! Werewolf by Night.
Is it just the one,
yeah,
or is it a show?
It's the special presentation, so it's one. It's like 59 minutes long, maybe 50 minutes long, somewhere in there. I think it's like an hour long. Freaking amazing, bro! I think almost all of us here on the channel, like on the watch party, we all enjoyed it. Like all of us, like when we saw it, it was like, oh yeah, this is freaking amazing, bro. Like it's, I need more of that for sure. Like that shit was peak, fam. You gotta check that out.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to check it out.
The special. What else is a special presentation? Is the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special?
Yep.
We saw the trailer for that, and that looks
comes out pretty
good.
soon here, doesn't it?
Good. Yeah, I think so.
Or is it next Christmas?
No, I think it's this. It's this Christmas for sure. What are I talking about? Guardians Holiday Special, I think is what it's called, or something.
Yeah.
Holiday Special, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Release date November 25th. Yeah, so it comes out this month actually. Well, I'll be damned.
I was like, wait, is that Thanksgiving?
23rd, right? I think November. No, yeah, maybe it is the. Well, I'll be damned. I think
right?
that is the day of Thanksgiving. No, the day. The day after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
After. So, well, technically, we could watch it Thursday. Technically, right?
Yes, Thursday night, midnight. Yeah, Thursday at midnight.
Yeah.
I'm definitely down to check that one out.
Okay.
We could maybe we could do a group one, like have all of us here together watching it. That would be Liddy McJitty. I know. High C, Hannah, Hars, Patricia. There we go. Patricia and Cece. I know they've been loving doing their watch parties that they've been doing.
Oh
Other than
yeah,
the Wendell and Wild, they got finessed by that one.
yeah.
They were
They
furious.
freaking hated that one. Yeah, I was like, why didn't you just stop? And I was like, and she's like, that was a genuine thought. And I was like, yo, that's wild. Uh, they were so excited for
They
that
were
too, and then for them to
so
get completely
excited,
crushed
bro.
is hilarious.
You're a menace.
Yeah, I was like, ha, see, it's not that easy, Hannah. Not that
Sometimes we
easy.
get finessed, and then.
Yes, we get
But that
finessed. It
video did really
happens.
good. Their video did good. I think they got like 90 plus views on that one for that watch party.
Mhm.
And that movie is like it has like over an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes for critics and for audiences. So it like I don't know. I don't know.
I I feel like I need to watch it because I don't know. I don't know. I'm just like she was like uh Patricia was explaining it to me and I was like, really? I was like, wow, I was really surprised because I thought to myself, did I watch the trailer for this? And I was like, I think I did, and I thought it looked pretty
Mm-hmm.
good initially going in, and so I don't know. This is wild how that happened.
Facts. Uh Pina Colada says, I thought the stream froze, but I had it paused. Nah. Nah, bro. You're wilding for that one. That's
Damn,
insane.
that's a
Yeah,
big rip
that's a
right there.
big rip, bro. What? But I think the White Vision series will be freaking amazing. I'm not gonna lie. I think it'll be really incredible, and I think
Mm.
it's gonna open up a lot of doors to another announcement that we heard coming at us this week, which was freaking crazy. Which is Yahya Abdul will be being has been cast basically as being Wonder Man. So that's freaking crazy. So in the comic books, Wonder Man has a lot of connections to White Vision.
Oh
Well,
wait,
who is Yahya Abdul? Okay,
I know who he
yeah,
is. I got it.
yeah.
I got
Black Manta in Aquaman. Yeah, yeah,
it. Yep, yep.
and he's also in.
I was like, I freaking
I
know
think
who
he's
this
in
is.
Us as well. Uh, and he's also Watchmen.
Watchmen.
Yeah, I can't think of what his name is in there. Doctor
Yep.
Manhattan. Is that what it is?
He does play Doctor
Yeah, yeah, Doctor
Manhattan.
Manhattan in The Watcher, and then he's really
Yeah.
good actor. He's also in Black
Hmm.
Mirror with Anthony Mackie.
Yep.
um, and yeah, so we're gonna see him,
Candyman.
Candyman. Yes, there it is. We're gonna see him being Wonder Man in the Disney Plus show, and I
Hmm.
think that is a major dub. I'm not gonna lie because
He's
he
a
is
good
a
dude. Like when
A1 actor.
I think it was, I don't know what happened. I think it was after Aquaman. He started getting
Mm-hmm.
after Watchmen.
Mm-hmm.
He got all those roles
It
with
was like
Candyman and all those other stuff, other things.
Jonathan Majors with Lovecraft Country. After
Hmm.
they had those two shows, both of them immediately just started blowing up and just been everywhere ever
Yeah,
since. And Jonathan Majors is peak. Have you seen the Ant-Man Quantumania trailer yet?
I have not. I have seen the trailer
What?
for Creed, and my guy's a goddamn
Yes.
menace.
Yes.
Uh, I did see that,
Yeah.
but yeah, there's a lot. Literally outside of student teaching,
My guy's been
I really don't have.
sleeping. My guy's
Yeah,
just been
I'm just. I'm
working,
either sleeping,
working,
lesson
sleeping.
planning, or literally making presentations in cahoots and you know just getting getting school related stuff done. I haven't really been uh able to relax on my phone. And the time that I have, I've like been putting an hour or two in Call of Duty, like with Modern Warfare,
Man, that
which
game is
I've been enjoying.
amazing, bro.
Yeah, I'm having a good
That's
time, bro.
definitely one of the
Uh
best Call of Duties we've got in like
I
a long
think
time.
I beat the campaign, I think 4 or 5 days before the game
Mm-hmm.
came out. That was really cool. On
Yeah.
veteran. I'm trying to do another playthrough on realism.
Electro got every single
Uh
award that you can get on the game.
yeah.
Yeah, on veteran, like for the story
I, w-
mode.
I
I
want to
was
try
like,
I want
damn,
to try and do
bro.
that.
And he did it in
I want to
like
try doing that.
2 days, maybe like 2 days, 2 or 3 days. I was
Yeah.
like, damn. Like, yeah, he was going hard.
Yeah. It was a fun game on veteran, man.
Mhm.
And like cuz the last 4 what no, like Call of Duty Black Ops 4 didn't have a campaign. World War II's campaign was all right. Uh
Vanguard's.
Vanguard's was broken but still
Modern Warfare
playable.
19 was
Super.
dope though,
It was
right?
still pretty easy. Modern Warfare, their campaign was
Yeah, Modern Warfare
awesome.
19 was nice.
Um,
And then
Cold
and then
War's
Modern Warfare
campaign,
2's
broken as well.
Modern Warfare 22's campaign has it continues within the special ops thing as well
Yeah,
too, so which is dope. I haven't done the spec ops shit yet, but that's dope that it continues the
I haven't
story
tried that
mode.
out either. Hmm.
But yeah, man,
But
peak. Yeah.
great game. I've loved the game so far. I like the progression of guns as
Mm-hmm.
well. It's not just like, oh, I can grind the M4 in one day. No, you can't. You got to freaking grind 35 other guns just to get every attachment that you want,
Facts.
which is kind of wild. But I think it's a cool addition. It kind of adds to the grind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially because once you unlock something,
So
it unlocks it for the entire class of weapon. It just
yeah.
it's like, of course they had to make the grind possible in some way, shape, or
Hmm.
form, which I'm all the way there for.
Yeah, to make that even a relevant thing, So,
Facts.
um, but yeah.
But yeah, man, seeing Yaya come on as Wonder Man is definitely gonna be awesome. In the comic books,
Hmm.
I believe it's Wonder Man who they use to create Vision in the first place. I believe
Hmm.
they use his brain patterns in order to make Vision or something along the lines of that. And then when Vision dies, he doesn't let him do it again. And then he also falls in love with the Scarlet Witch, if I'm not mistaken.
I was gonna say, I was like, yeah, doesn't he fall in love with good old Wanda?
Hmm. So it'll be really interesting to see what they do with this character.
Hmm.
And like we
Yep.
know that Scarlet Witch is supposed to be in like 8 projects as well, so it makes
Yeah.
sense as to what 8 projects she could be in. You know what I mean? So far, I think so
Hmm.
far out of the projects that we know, the ones that she could be in are, of course, this one, the White Vision show, Coven of Chaos,
Yep.
possibly Ironheart because of her villain being the Hood and the Hood's connections with magic, and Agatha Harkness is
That's true.
supposed to be in that as well. And then I think those are the only ones that we really know about. I mean, and then of course, I guess
Hmm.
we could say Secret Wars. She could be in Secret Wars, of course. So
Hmm.
that's 5 right there. So there's still 3 other potential ones that she could be in from the announcement that we did. Like, what was that? Like 6 to 8 months ago when we talked about she signed on a deal
Yeah.
for like 8 more projects. Well, I mean, to be fair, when we heard about that deal, you might be able to say that Doctor Strange was one of them, but I don't think it was. I think it was like,
I was like, yeah, it was before the movie came out that we
yeah,
heard
so it
about
was
that,
like,
and we were like, what does this mean?
yeah,
What?
so yeah, so I would be juiced to have more Elizabeth Olsen is a dub for me after seeing Doctor Strange in the
Hmm.
Multiverse of Madness. That's like
Yeah,
a
she did a
freaking
good job.
peak movie. That was basically hers. Like,
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know what else they could have did to make that. I mean, they could have did a lot of stuff to make that movie
Hmm.
pretty doper, but I think they made it like, I think they executed that perfectly. And saving
Hmm.
all of the cameos for what's it called, Secret Wars instead.
Of
Yeah,
course.
because that's
Okay.
super. That's just the vibe all the way around. So yeah, man, Yahya Abdul in this
Hmm.
is peak.
Oh.
What else? I think those are kind of the dopest things that's kind of been going on. The Coven of
Hmm.
Chaos is still happening, and that's going to be awesome. That's Agatha's
Yep.
show. And I'm super juiced for that. I think we got our first look at The Last of Us. Maybe we can check that out, and then we can head up out of here.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that could be
I'm down for that.
the dope, pretty dope.
Man, I want to play the game again, man. But again, I don't have a freaking
I
PlayStation, so
think
it's
it's
kind of
coming out
annoying.
on PC if it's not already. I think it is. I think it's coming out. Last of Us
I heard,
2,
I saw
maybe.
that.
I think it's Last of Us 2 that's getting remastered for the. I can't. It's one of those things. I can't exactly remember. And just a fun fact: the dude that's making the zombies and shit on The Last of Us is the same guy that made Vecna look the way that he looks, and he did a lot of
Yeah.
a lot of the creepy vibe stuff that we've been seeing lately. So that makes me really happy to see what he can do with
Okay.
these
Okay.
zombies. But that's just something that I saw
Yeah.
on Twitter, I think, the other day. Uh,
Hmm.
Here we go. You want to see it big? That's what she said. Do you want to see it big, or do you want to just do it the regular
Yeah,
way?
let's check it out. Let's check it
Okay,
out
yeah.
full screen.
He said, "I'm not saying it like that.
So
I'm not
immerse,
saying."
let's immerse
Can you hear it?
ourselves in the big.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Here we go. Here we go. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Jurassic Park. No, I'm just playing.
The roses have faded, there's frost at my door. The birds
Firefly,
in the
yep.
morning don't sing anymore. The grass in the valley is starting to die, and out in the darkness the whippoorwills cry. The darkness is falling, the sky has turned gray. A hound in the distance is starting to bay.
Oh yeah.
By man. Oh Lord, if you hear me, please hold my hand. Alone and forsaken by fate and by man. Oh Lord,
this is your chance.
hear me, please hold my hand.
Hold that shot.
Hold my hand.
You keep her alive.
Hold my hand. Please hold my hand.
And you said everything right.
Oh
Oh, the
shit!
music. Yo.
Oh!
Save her. You can save her.
Oh, please understand.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Oh, I think it shows us some more.
2023.
Does it show us a better look at the clicker or no? Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Dang, bro.
Look at that, motherfucker. Oh
Yeah,
my
bro.
God.
That looks so good, dude.
Oh my goodness, bro. This is gonna be
It
freaking
makes me so
terrifying.
excited. You know what terrifies me though?
What?
For whatever reason, the directors and writers on this told the girl who's playing Ellie not to play or read anything about the game.
What?
Yeah. So she hasn't even played The Last of Us. To my knowledge, that's what the directors told her not to do.
I wonder why.
Yeah, and I think it's again kind of goes back to the Henry Cavill thing with The Witcher. You know, that might be part of the issue. I'm not sure. I don't know. That was an interesting thing that I had read about. Because I don't know. I'm a huge fan of this game. Like I literally bought the game, borrowed someone's PlayStation for the second one, played it, beat it, and then, you know, um, it's an incredible game, man. And like it's one of those games that I have a really strong bond with because I think I played the first one at least 3 times. Um at a harder and harder difficulty each time. Um, and I didn't get a chance to do that for the second one. But I loved both games, man. And I'm so excited for this. This looks so
Right, it
good.
really does. It looks way better than I thought it was going to look, to be honest, because I know like we even talked about a little bit before we started watching it, is like people were kind of tripping a little bit. People were kind of tripping a little bit, like man, I don't know how I feel about this. Look, this is the most played part too. Everybody's trying to see what it's gonna look like.
Yeah.
But like, it looks terrifying, and it looks incredible, and it looks like it's gonna strike fear in all of us when we see it just kind of pop up on screen randomly, and it's gonna make us jump out of our seats. And I believe this is a February 2023 release that we're looking at, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Because it got
I think so. It was supposed to come out sooner, and yeah.
Is it supposed to come out sooner?
What's it called? I thought it was supposed to come out sooner, and then they delayed it.
Oh.
Possibly, if I remember right. I could be wrong. But I'm excited for this, man. I think the world that is The Last of Us. I think is represented pretty well
January 15th.
in this
January 15th,
trailer.
2023. So that's
Oh,
Jay's
okay,
birthday.
so even sooner.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Yeah, this is gonna be lit.
Yeah. But I can't wait, man. I think the show's gonna be incredible. And not only that, I really love who's gonna be the main dude?
Pedro
I can't think
Pascal.
of. I know who he is. Pedro Pascal is incredible,
Mhm.
man. I just watched a movie with him in it, and it was awesome.
Nah, he's definitely
Um,
an A1 actor.
oh, that's what it was. I was watching some old clips from Game of Thrones, and he's actually in.
Oh,
He's
he's
in
in
Game of Thrones. Uh, yeah, and he plays an
Oh,
incredible
that's
character.
awesome.
He dies terribly, but his performances are pretty incredible.
Yeah,
So.
I think I'm gonna start checking out Game of Thrones pretty soon. I just gotta
I've been meaning
finish
to rewatch.
Vinland Saga, bro. Oh my gosh, it's a Viking
Yeah.
anime on Netflix. It's
Mhm.
freaking amazing. It is.
Oh.
What's the movie that we watched about the Viking dude and his like dad died and the Northman. Bruh, it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
an anime, The Northman, but instead of it being an adult, you follow him as a kid, and you like kind of follow him with
Oh,
the grow
okay.
up. It's a A1 anime, bruh.
Mhm.
But instead of, and he's
Ooh.
being raised basically by the people that took his dad out, and it's freaking amazing, bruh. It's freaking amazing. It's peak. It's peak.
Okay.
So yeah, I definitely suggest checking that one out.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Can't wait for this though, man.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be this is definitely gonna be peak, bro. I think it's gonna be one of the best shows of 2023, and it's starting off with the bang. What do we start off our 2023 with? I mean, our 2022 with Peacemaker, right? I think that was the first show that we had. So starting off with
It was.
this time, starting off with The Last of Us, man. I hope there's not gonna be a zombie apocalypse next year. That'll be crazy. Because these exactly.
I mean,
they getting us ready.
What's next for us? Yeah, we got an election year coming up. Probably complete devastation following. I don't know.
Facts,
We'll see.
man. But yeah, man,
Yeah,
it's been awesome. It's been awesome to have you here with us. Hopefully, we can have you here more coming in the next couple of weeks and whatnot. I think the next thing that we could do. I think the next thing that we're going to do together possibly is like the Black Panther review. I don't know how your next week is, but I know next week is Black Panther, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, next week is Black Panther. I have to check because I may or may not have to go to class that Thursday.
Okay.
So I might not be able to watch it until Friday.
Well, just the review is all. You know what I mean? Like, so we can do the review for it. I think that'll probably be the next time we do some Marvel Bros.
Yeah.
But you guys, there's no House of the Dragon this Sunday. It's over.
Incredible finale, by the way.
Finale, bro. Oh my god. I was at a loss for everything.
I couldn't believe it, bro. I could not believe it. I mean, I couldn't believe it. Like the way he was at freaking at Storm's End and was like, I believe you owe me an eye, and throws the dagger and he's like, no. And like I just lost it. I was like, there's no shot this is happening right now. And the king was like, no,
not on my
stop.
property.
This shit ain't happening here. No, get off my property. I don't need this in my life right now.
Yeah.
Get out. You know, I was like, yo.
Everyone is going to be on straight demon time in the next season, which we're unfortunately not even seeing until 2025, I think it is. So, bruh, yeah, they need. I think it's 2 years out. Yeah, so
we might get another Game of Thrones spinoff between.
Isn't it Jon Snow? Is that who it is? That
I don't know if it's Jon Snow's. It might be.
I can't think of his name.
It was a show. It was another show that we've known for, it was coming out
Isn't
for a
it
while.
Jon Snow?
I think it might be coming out in the middle of that. There is a Jon Snow series spinoff happening. I don't know when.
You don't know if it's that one. That is the one that's supposed to be coming out. Hello?
Wait, can you say you're cutting out?
I said you don't know if that is the one that's going to be coming out.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the one that's coming out in between, but I think there is possibly a show. It might be the one that was canceled
Mm,
that I'm thinking of.
possibly.
Um, but for sure, I know there's a Jon Snow spinoff happening though. That's true.
And then Andor is on Tuesday, which has been freaking amazing so far. Tales of the Jedi was bloody incredible. Oh my god, I love Tales
Yeah.
of the Jedi.
Or all the
Yeah, they
episodes
put
after
all the
that?
episodes out at once. In total, it's about 90 minutes because they're about
Okay.
15 minutes each
Oh, that's right.
approximately,
They're
and
shorter.
there's 6
Yep.
episodes. But they are
Hmm.
incredible. Half of it focuses on Count Dooku, and then the other half focuses on Ahsoka, and both parts
Oh, okay.
are magnificent, bruh. And even though it focuses on two different characters, it still goes in chronological order of like
Yeah.
events and stuff. So it
Yeah.
was just really nice, bro. It was really nice.
That's pretty awesome, man.
So I hope everybody checks that out, and I hope everybody continues to have an awesome day. I will see you guys on Monday for our news flash that we do every day. So news flash at 3 on Monday, and then watch party for Andor on Tuesday. And I think there's another show that actually is coming out next week, and I can't think of what it's called. And then we also have Black Panther next week. So it'll be a vibe. And then tomorrow is Gamer Vision on on Vane Esports YouTube channel. So make sure you guys go check that out because we will be doing that tomorrow. Well, we should be doing that tomorrow. DeVito's computer freaking took a shit on him today, so we're hoping to be able to still do
Bruh.
it, yo.
Yo, my guy's computer is never healthy.
Yeah, bro. My poor
Yo.
bro, yo, it should definitely be
It's
tripping,
not the
yo.
computer, it's the internet.
Yeah,
Yo.
bro, it be tripping, bro.
Damn, hopefully.
I told my guy to look into getting like Starlink for the internet. You feel me? Like because
Yeah, I was like, bro, you
my
need to
man
get
is in the middle of
satellite.
nowhere, so you definitely
You need to build a satellite tower.
Big facts. So
Yeah.
yeah. So hopefully his computer is all good by mañana and whatnot for us to be able to do it. If not, then we won't. But yeah. So yeah, with all that being said, we appreciate each and every one of you for coming out. If you haven't already, make sure you drop a like on the stream because it helps out tremendously. And I hope to see you guys next week for more amazing stuff in Marvel Bros.
Oh yes. And on top of that, if you haven't already, please make sure to follow us on all of our social medias at Marvel Bros on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and our YouTube channel. We post all of our content.
That's
and much
right.
more.
You can also purchase merchandise when you go to our website, www.marvelbros.com. That's mrvallbros.com. So get your merchandise today. With all that being said, we do appreciate you guys, like I was saying, and we hope to see you guys on the next one. Excelsior.
Peace.